Today we are going to review on the same credit card and we will learn what not to do with a credit card. We are going to learn from my mistake of how we should not use a credit card. And for my example, it's the Citibank Cashback Credit Card with a spending on one of the month of over $2,000, getting a cashback or reward of only $39, which is about a 1.91% cashback, which is bad, very, very bad. This is considering that I'm using the Citibank Cashback Credit Card, which has or is marketed at 8% cashback. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Hello, Calebby here. Today we are going to review again the same credit card, the Citibank Cashback Credit Card, on my past year spending. This post should be coming out on Thursday, so the post that will be out on Monday, you will see it's probably out by the time you are watching this. Of course, that's the previous video before this. So from that last video, you have probably seen all the different percentages of cashback generated for each month spent. But either way, I'm going to show it once again right now. Now, so as you can see, 12 months of spending, and there's a few that stand out. The most cashback one, which is in July, 5%, and there's also a worst month, which is a month before that, which is in June, which has the 1.9% spend of $2,000, but getting back only a reward of $39. So we are going to review that once again. If you are new to this channel, feel free and remember to subscribe down below. And at any point in time when you're watching this video, if you have any questions, feel free also to drop in the comment section any questions, any clarifications that you have that you would want to ask, because I reply to every single one of them. Or if you have certain things that I've missed out which you find are valuable points, you can also point it out in the comment section. So by reviewing June, the worst month spending, we'll be able to learn the good and the bad of what was done right and what needs to be done better, so that we can generate sweet returns from not increasing our spending but spending as usual as we would with or without the credit card. But with the credit cards, there is reward. So at the end of this review, I'll also be revealing one of the 3 cards that I am looking out for, and actually I've applied for it, waiting for the confirmation to come back. Which card is it? Which card is it? You will know soon at the end of the video after this whole review. So let's carry on with this review. So once again, I'm going to show screen captured or cut out of the month's statement, so it's going to be a little bit blur
because I have to switch it around in different apps to change everything and collate everything.
So please bear with it. I'll show it right now. Alright, so this whole chunk is the spending for June, the worst month, and I have highlighted and used different color pens to mark down the different subcategories, because for the Citibank Cashback Credit Card, if you are not aware, they have 4 different categories. So let me explain briefly. So highlighted is yellow, but marked with pen ink, there's 3 different colors. The blue ones will be for groceries. So all marked in blue ones, they are groceries, or they are what Citibank, the bank, considers to be groceries. And then there's the red one. Red are for dining, which they at Citibank consider to be dining. And then there's the green one. Green is for Shell or petrol station. So the credit card has cashback for a subcategory in petrol. I don't drive, I don't have a car, so getting that petrol one is quite awesome. So it's a cheat code. I managed to buy something from Shell petrol station even I do not have a car. Is it a cheat code or a life hack? And then highlighted in yellow are supposedly Grab transaction, but I'll answer it later on. So because this is my first card, there's 2 things that I learned from it. The first one is the billing cycle. So previously I do not understand what is the billing cycle for. So because I did not understand the billing cycle, initially I just assume it's similar to like a phone plan. Like for my case, it's Circle Life. I assume that they start and end from the starting to the end of the month. So when you charge it at the start of the month, the first day in the midnight of that day of that month, the bank will automatically put it into the next month's billing cycle. But no, I'm wrong. Every billing cycle is different. For my case, this Citibank one, the billing cycle is from 5th to 5th. So it starts from the 5th of every month till the 5th of the next month. So generally speaking, I try not to spend on the 4th, the 5th and the 6th, because they might cross over. Because sometimes they might cross over. I have seen some of them happen before. And because I do not understand the billing cycle, you would see later on that one of the mistake was charging overtly for one of the subcategories. And the second one is after applying for the card and learning that it has the Grab as a cashback subcategory, I calculated very precisely and realized that $313 is actually the exact amount that I need to get $25 in cashback. So what happened was every single month at the start of the month, I believe I would charge $313 into the credit card to top up Grab credits. Lo and behold, if you have been using credit card for some time now, you would probably know that Grab credits or e-wallet top-ups are not considered as spending or are not considered in the same tier as a normal spending, which means that all those Grab transactions that I have highlighted are not included in the 8% cashback. If you notice the whole spending, I top up twice within the same billing cycle some more, so it's a bad to worse situation. And now, less of me talking, we will move on with the breakdown of the different subcategories. We'll start off with groceries. If you add all the groceries spending together, you will get $1,049.01 to be exact. Yes, because there was a grocery payment in Sheng Siong, I believe I was charged for $763, which means that actually I have burst the cap, and because of that, this entire $1,049, I would only getting back $25 in cashback, which is the cap, the limit. Instead of getting, if there is no limit to it, I will be getting $83 to $84 worth in cashback. 83 point something, near might be $84 in cashback, but because of the cap I only got back $25. So what could have been done better is either to split the bills or to get another card and then charge half the payment to that card and $315 or $313 to this Citibank Cashback Credit Card, so that I will still get that $25 in cashback from Citibank Cashback Credit Card, but I will be able to get more rewards from elsewhere, which will be more, shall I say, rewarding. And then next up we have dining. If you add all the dining together, that month in June I only charged $93. I only charged $93.45 to the card for dining or spend on dining, which means that the 8% cashback generated from it would be $7.48. And interestingly, the one that I told you about, the green can ink one, which is Shao. So for Shao I managed to spend $29, and for that $29 I got back $2.32 in cashback based on the 8% cashback reward. So in total, from the 4 broad categories, if we add them all up, groceries $25, dining $7.48, Shao $2.32, you'll be able to get a cashback from these 4 broad categories of 8% cashback in total of $34.80. And if you take this and minus off the June cashback, which is $39.76, you would get a deficit or shortage of $4.96. So these $4.96 are cashback generated not from these 4 broad categories, but from the flat cashback that is minuscule in comparison. There's also one honorable mention in the spending for that month. I'll put it out again. Is Super Tea. Super Tea is like a bubble tea. I'm not exactly sure if the bank or the banks or financial institution considers this to be under dining or not, because I'm not exactly sure about its merchant code. So you might ask, what's a merchant code? A merchant code is how the banks use. A merchant code is a code attached to every single type of merchant that they are having partnership with, who accepts your credit card, Visa or Master. And for those partnerships, Citibank or the bank itself, the provider Visa and Master, will give them a merchant code, and using that merchant code, the banks would know, or automatically their computers on the back end would know whenever you spend something, is it under this category or that category, is it considered a bonus cashback, is it not. So you can find the entire merchant code list online, but I can assure you that it is quite vague. It's not very clear cut in what it defines as merchant. It's not very clear cut in some of the areas on whom they consider to be in this category and who in the other category. Some of them are pretty simple, like supermarket would be groceries, fast food, restaurants would be dining, and even for Starbucks it's dining. What about bubble tea? So because of the list's vagueness, I made that grave mistake of assuming that Grab top-up or Grab credit top-up are considered Grab transactions. So initially for the first 3 months, let's keep on charging $313 into my Grab credit. So I have way too much Grab credit for a while without any rewards except for the Grab points, which you can also get by charging any Grab purchases directly to a credit card. So since Citibank and Grab has lost their partnership, they have divorced, so I'm looking for one with Grab transactions, or even better, transport transaction, which brings me to my review time on the new card that I'm applying for. There's 3 I'm looking out for, and 1 I have applied for, which is the Maybank Family and Friends. Now, if you're thinking of getting the Citibank Cashback Credit Card, it is a good card. But if you're thinking about the Maybank Family and Friends card, it is a better than good card. Previously, I have seen this card before, but the rewards were not as great that time when I was applying for the Citibank Cashback Credit Card. But recently, when I take a look back at it again, I realized that in the past couple of months, they have revamped their whole structure of how they give out rewards, and now it is a wonderful card, awesome card. So awesome, in fact, that is way better than this Citibank Cashback Credit Card right now at this moment in time in February of 2020. I'm going to break down the differences. For Citibank Cashback Credit Card, 8% cashback on 3 broad categories: groceries, dining, petrol, and each category is capped at $25, which means in any single month, if you manage to spend optimally $313 for all 3 categories, you would be able to get back $75 maximum, and that would mean that you are spending $939. But previously, with that Grab promotion, if you take Grab a lot or you order food from Grab, you might be able to optimally spend on all 4 categories and get back up to $100 in cashback. But for now, the Maybank rewards. So for Maybank Family and Friends, it also has this 8% cashback, but it is not just on 3 different subcategories or 4 different subcategories. It's on a whole list of subcategories. Or if you want to categorize them, there's 5 categories, but they are not subcategories because the cashback will be based on the total spend on these selected categories, which means you can spend $1,000 on groceries and get back up to $80, the cap of their cashback, $80 in cashback. So this one I have confirmed with a Maybank staff who contacted me. I checked with him the final details so that you do not have to. Once again, before we carry on talking more and more good stuff until you sign up for this credit card, I need to remind you that I'm not a financial consultant or a financial advisor. What I say here is based on my own experience, my spending habit, and what I know. I could be wrong, I could be right, but this is what I know for now. This is why I'm getting this card. You don't have to follow, but it is a good card. So I also confirmed with the Maybank staff that whatever you spend in these selected categories, they will be lumped together, and from there on, your cashback will be based on the whole. There's no cap to individual categories, that's why there's no subcategories. So if I haven't done so, I'm going to put all the rewards right here. As you can see, many rewards. I've also ticked in blue those rewards from the Citibank. So all those rewards they also have, they at Maybank for this Maybank Family and Friends card. But I've also highlighted in yellow those spending which I have been charging on currently, or I will be charging on in the foreseeable future, which means that if I'm using this card and my spending is immune to that in June, I will be able to get the full $1,000 in groceries, which means I will be able to get $80 in cashback straight away from just groceries alone. And then the dining and other stuff I can charge it to the Citibank Cashback Credit Card or the other cards, so I can get more than this $80 from the Maybank Family and Friends card, but way more than that from the other many cards out there. Like some of the things I know I will spend for sure are transport, taking public transport, maybe a taxi ride once in a while. So I probably spend $100 to maybe a maximum of $150 to $200 in a single month. So these are the things that I will be able to get cashback on, which I'm currently not getting from the same spending level and the same spending habits. So for the Maybank Family and Friends card, I've applied for it. I'm also applying for this promotional campaign that they are running on, which is this credit label. Credit label is a credit line or credit facility which Maybank provides for individuals. So what it does is once you sign up for an account, they'll give you a checkbook with a fixed or set credit limit. Whenever you want to pay someone off with a check, you can write down the check, give them the check, and then Maybank will credit this into your checking account. And from what I know, if you are able to pay it off within 20 days, there's no interest charge involved, which is another additional credit line which will increase your total credit available to you, which means that your credit utilization will be lesser. An example is if you have just one card with $1,000 credit limit and you spend $100, that's 10%. But if you have 2 credit cards with $1,000 each, you have $2,000 in credit lines, but you only charge $100, then your credit utilization would drop to just 5%. $100 off $2,000, 5%, drop to 5%, just like that, just like that. that. So their promotion runs along that once I get this credit label and the credit card, they will be giving me this tourister luggage bag, which I don't really need because I don't travel. If you have been following the channel, I'm probably going to just borrow it or give it to a family member who travels. Now before you go FOMO and start to sign up for this card, do your own research first on the different cards and do not be worried about the promotion because there will always be promotion. Yep. There's always promotion for the different cards out there. Credit card companies, banks, the financial institution will always keep running out different campaigns for different cards at different seasons. So if you lose out on one, do not worry. There's many others out there. Do not FOMO. And in case you are not sure what is FOMO, it's the fear of missing out. FOMO. And then for that checking account, I have also confirmed with that Maybank staff that it's free for the first 2 years, so annual fee waived, and if I cancel it or if I don't use it at any point in time in these 2 years, there will be no additional charge. So it's just an additional credit line which I probably would not even be using, but it's good to have it to increase your total credit limit. We'll see. So the next card that I am looking out for is one that legit has no annual fees. So this Maybank Family and Friends one does still have annual fee, but there's a high possibility of getting annual fee waiver after the first few years of the free annual fee waiver for a normal sign up, which means that over time I will be able to build up my credit score with this card plus the Citibank Cashback Credit Card, and now this zero annual fee card. Which one will it be? Be sure to subscribe to find out in our next videos, because in the next upload I'm going to share what this 0% annual fee card that I'm looking out for will be, because this video has been quite long already. Like I shared in the earlier upload, I'm not going to do long videos because it's very draining just to watch me talk and talk. So remember to subscribe, turn on the bell notification so that you will be aware when we upload. Now if you have learned something today, or at least if this worst credit card month review has been helpful to you in understanding some different terms, then I hope you would help me to smash the like button, thumbs up this video, because it would help in the YouTube algorithm to get this video out to more and more people, more and more millennials who might be thinking of getting a credit card, what to look out for, what to be aware of, things that I hope or wish that I knew when I applied for my first credit card, but nobody told me. So I'm telling you, and you can tell your friends or share with your friends. That's why I always appreciate all the likes, every single like. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for watching. Remember to comment down below if you have any other questions after watching this video. That's all we have for you today, and thanks again for watching. See you guys next time.